weekend. I did not film a video because I was very busy with just things in my personal life, and tennis season is now over, so I have more time, but last weekend was just filled. As you guys know, everyone gets busy. So today I worked hard on filming this look for you guys. It's a Kylie Jenner fall inspired makeup look, and I hope you all enjoy. First things to start out with, I already did my eyebrows off camera just because I wanted to do them how I did them, and I've done previous makeup videos where I've shown you guys how I do my eyebrows. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to start off by priming my face with the Magic Lumi Primer by L'Oreal, just because in the photo that Kylie Jenner took, it looks like she has a very dewy, healthy looking glow on her face, and this primer does that to your face. So I'm just going to apply it all over my face to give it a nice dewy glow, and on my forehead. Mainly focus it to your cheekbones and your chin, and then the middle of your face, so your T-zone area, just because in the photo it looks like she applied a lot of highlighter in these areas. So after I've primed my face, I'm going to prime my eyes because I'm going to do my eyeshadow first, just so that if there's any fallout, I'm able to get it off my face without ruining any of the makeup I'm going to put on. So I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion and just taking a very small amount and applying it all over my lid. And then I'm also going to put some under on my lower lash line just because we're going to be smoking that out a little bit. So you don't need any extra, just wipe off the excess that you have underneath. In the photo, the eyeshadow look that Kylie created looked very simple, so I'm just going to be using probably a total of like 2 or 3 colors, and they're all going to be from my Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette. So to start, I'm going to be taking a fluffy crease brush and just applying this light brown shade to my crease. It doesn't need to be the exact color, just any light brown eyeshadow that you may have at home or that you've bought. Just apply this in your crease lightly. And in the photo, she doesn't have like a perfect line right here, so that's why I'm not using tape for this look, because the makeup that she has wasn't very precise. So I'm just lightly applying it to my crease like that, nothing too harsh, and then slightly bring it into your inner corner, but like I said, nothing too harsh. And then do the same for the other eye. And I'm just doing this very lightly and then a little bit harsher on the outer edge, just because the makeup look that she created did have it darker on the outside than it did anywhere else. So I'm making sure both sides are even and just blending it out really well. So next in this eyeshadow look, you guys all probably know that the Jenners and the Kardashians are all about their highlights and brightening up their face. So the next color I'm going to take in this palette is just the creamish shimmery shade, and I'm going to be applying that with a, what is this called? This is a angled eyeshadow brush, and it's kind of fluffy but not as fluffy as the last one. So I'm going to be taking this and patting it all over my lid, just giving it a shimmery look and very natural. After you've completed the eyeshadow, on top, take a flat smudger brush. This brush is just from my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I'm taking the tiny side and the first brown shade that I used, and I'm smoking that on my lower lash line because in the photo it looks like she did a very smoky under eye look. And I'm focusing this towards the outer corner of my eye just because in the photo the outer part of her eye was smokier than it was anywhere else. So now that I'm done smoking out my lower lash line, the eyeshadow is finished, and I'm going to be applying a liquid eyeliner because Kylie always has her signature wing going on, and in the photo she has that. So I'm going to be using my Lancome Paris art liner for this, and it's a felt tip liner, and I really like this, but you could definitely find a dupe for it in the drugstore because I saw this at Sephora and it was quite expensive. I got it for Christmas from my mom, so I didn't purchase this, but she did, and you could definitely find a cheaper alternative. And this is also going to be my first time applying this on camera, so I think I'm just going to do it off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I applied the winged eyeliner off camera, and I know I'm not the best at this, so please don't comment down below that it doesn't look like hers or that it doesn't look that good, because I know it's not the best, but I tried my best, so that's all you can ask for, right? So after that's done, I'm just going to be applying my Falsies mascara, and I used this in like 7th grade, and like for some reason I stopped using it, but it's such a great mascara, so I'm just going to be applying this to both my upper and lower lashes pretty heavily because in the photo Kylie's lashes were very voluminous, and I assumed she had fake ones on, but I am terrible at applying fake eyelashes, so I'm just going to be using mascara. I did apply most of my mascara off camera just because it's pretty self-explanatory and it takes me a little while to do it, so I didn't think you guys would want to sit there and watch me apply mascara. So next is the face, and the face makeup is pretty heavy, so this definitely wouldn't be an everyday look, and if you want to do it every day, go ahead. It's just I probably wouldn't wear it every day, and I don't know, I'm just doing it to recreate this look, and this is my interpretation of how she did it. So I'm going to be doing this entire look with concealer, and these are the Maybelline Fit Me concealers, and they're great, like very great coverage, and they'll stay on your face all day. So first I'm going to be taking a darker shade than my actual skin, and it's in the shade 25 Medium. This is actually my summer shade, but as you can tell, my skin is pretty pale right now, so I'm going to be using this for my contour. So what you're going to do is apply this to where your face would naturally like have shadows. So apply it to the hollows of your cheek area, and then sometimes like I don't draw the line exactly even, so I just like go in and like match them up just so that both sides look the same. And then I'm going to apply this to the temples of my forehead just because that's where your face like is shadowed by your hairline, and it will also give your forehead a smaller look, and my face is very round, so I like using this technique, and I know it's getting in my hair, so whatever, it's okay. It's not like it's there forever. And then I'm putting it down my face, like I said, just to give it a smaller look. And also keep in mind, this is not everyday. This is basically just for today. I don't normally do this. And then apply this to, I'm not going to do my jawline just because I feel like when I do that, I never blend it well enough, so it kind of looks like a line. So I'm just going to be doing it to the bottom of my chin and like right here to give it a smaller look, and then down the sides of my nose just to contour it a little bit. Next, for this makeup look, I'm going to be doing highlighting, which is the most important part because, as we know, the Jenners and the Kardashians love their highlight. So I'm going to again be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the lightest shade, which is 15 Fair, which is basically my shade right now. So I'm going to be applying this in little triangles under my eyes and then up you know, the classic triangle under eye thing. And then obviously the same to the other side. And then make sure you get like the center of your forehead. And then down the bridge of your nose. And then cover any blemishes. I have a little one on my forehead. So I'm going to cover that up. And then do the middle of your chin, like before I did underneath kind of. And now I'm going to be doing the middle section. This looks so weird right now because it's not blended, but it'll look better once it's blended. And then, I guess like the top half of your jawline you would call it. I don't really know what this area is called, so I'm gonna highlight that. And then you're done. No, I'm kidding. We have to blend it. So to blend this, I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender. You can find any one that you want. It doesn't have to be the beauty blender because it's kind of expensive just for a sponge. So I'm using the side of it and just kind of, and I know people are probably going to be like, you shouldn't drag your makeup, but to blend it, I'm going to be like dragging it in a way all together just so that you can't tell that there's any harsh contour on my face. So I'm going to be dragging this throughout my face just so that everything is seamlessly blended and there's no harsh lines. And then same with down here. And everything will come together. Don't be afraid if you think like it's gonna look horrible, because that's what I thought at first, but then I actually tried this and it's a great technique to use if you really like to contour. So now that the cream contour is done, I'm just going to be going in with my natural bronzer by Rimmel, and I couldn't find the NYC Sunny Bronzer. Like, I've been wanting to buy it forever, so I matched up the shade that I could, and this is in the shade 22 Bronze, and it looks really dark, but it doesn't come out as dark as you think. So I'm just going to be taking this stipple brush and going in where I put my contour and just setting it and deepening it up a little bit. And then going over my temples as well. And just making sure it all looks natural. And then I don't specifically go down the sides of my nose like that in depth, just because my nose is already pretty small. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna wipe the brush off really fast just to get off any of the product. And then I'm going in with my NARS blush in the shade Orgasm, and then my e.l.f. blush brush, which is also a great brush. It's so soft. And in the photo that she had, she applied her blush like lower on her cheeks and like more towards like, actually she applied it like all over the cheekbone and the apple. So I'm going to apply this a little bit over the contour, because that's how hers was, like it was all really close together, and she went very heavy on her blush. So that's why I kind of felt like this was a fall look, because her blush was darker and very heavily applied. So that's what I'm going to be doing with it. And then making sure to get it onto my apples. And then a little bit on my temples, just to add some color and warmth. And then I'm going in with this fluffy powder brush and just blending it so that everything goes together. And then also with the same brush, I'm going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, a classic that I love, and just setting my T-zone area. Now the face is complete, and I'm going to be wiping off the foundation from my lips with a paper towel, just so that it doesn't look gross. And then I'm going to be recreating her lip color, or trying to at least, that she did in the photo. And first I'm going to be applying, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. First I'm going to be applying chapstick, just so that the product I put on looks not dry. So, because sometimes lip liner can dry your lips. So I just took what I could around home that like kind of matched the color in the photo, and I found this lip liner by the Body Shop in the shade. It's so short that it doesn't even have the shade, but it's a very dark red, like a maroon color. So since it's so dark, I'm just going to be lightly applying this to my lips, and not overlining too much, but just a little, like a very little, because her lips are very puckered. Okay, so now that my lips are outlined, I'm going to be taking my Neutrogena color stick, and it's in the shade 70 Plum Perfect, and putting this over my lips. Of course I'm an airhead and I forgot my highlighter. What was I thinking? It's the most important part, and I even stated that, but anyways, I'm taking the Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone, and I'm taking my finger and just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones, just to give that extra shimmer. And then in the photo it looked as if she like applied it like in between her eyebrow area, and then down the bridge of her nose she applied it, Cupid's bow, and then on your chin. So there's the highlighter, and I really like this look. Last but not least, I just threw on this blue flannel because in the photo she's wearing a navy blue one, and this is just the color that I had closest to her, so I put this on just to add the effect. So I'm just gonna give you a full look of it. It has little pockets and buttons, very basic. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching this tutorial, and that you guys got inspiration for fall makeup looks, and that this helped you out with anything you may have needed, advice with like contouring or highlighting or anything like that. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!